Hey there, thinkers! Welcome back to Critical Hit. My name is Est, and it seems like we're witnessing yet another disappointment in the realm of Sony's Spider-Man adaptations. And oh boy, do we have some disappointing news about the Silk Spider Society project. And it appears to be in a hot water. So, let's get into it, shall we? Amidst the speculation surrounding Sony's decision to shift the Silk Spider Society towards a male audience, one cannot overlook the potential influence of the recent box office disappointment of Madame Web. This Sony movie, produced in association with Marvel, failed to make a significant impact in the box office, raising concerns within the studio about the viability of female-led superhero projects. Madame Web's lackluster performance may have prompted Sony to reevaluate its approach to Silk Spider Society and other female-centric projects in the Spider-Verse. In the aftermath of Madame Web's underwhelming reception, the studio may have felt pressure to reassess its strategy and pivot towards a more traditional, male-oriented narrative to mitigate financial risk. Additionally, the perceived failure of Madame Web may have reinforced existing stereotypes within the industry of the marketability of female superheroes. Despite the success of films like Wonder Woman, which demonstrate a commercial viability of female-led superhero movies, Madame Web's disappointing box office performance may have perpetuated the misconception that female-driven projects are inherently less profitable. The decision to pivot towards a male-centric narrative raises questions about the studio's understanding of its audience and their appetite for diverse storytelling. While it's no secret that superhero films have traditionally appealed to predominantly male demographics, recent success like Wonder Woman have challenged that notion, that if you write a great story, people will like it, but sorry, The Marvels was not a hit either. You know, it's a common narrative in Hollywood to attribute the failure of female-led superhero movies to misogynistic audiences. Films like Madame Web and The Marvels and the series of She-Hulk often get labeled as flops because apparently people just can't stand seeing women in leading roles. But let's just take a step back and look at the facts. Remember Wonder Woman in 2017? That movie smashed the box office records, pulling in $100 million in its opening weekend alone. So it's not that society doesn't want to see women succeed, it's just that we don't want to see these types of movies that have no appeal whatsoever. By veering away from Silk's inclusive appeal and narrowing the scope of her story to cater primarily to male viewers, Sony runs the risk of alienating a significant portion of its fanbase. After all, Cindy Moon's character has always been celebrated for her relatability and universal appeal, drawing fans from all walks of life. Furthermore, the movie sends a troubling message about Hollywood's willingness to embrace diversity and female-led narratives. At a time when the industry is striving for greater inclusivity and representation, Sony's decision to backtrack on Silk's story feels like a step in the wrong direction. It is worth noting that Silk Spider Society was poised to break a new ground as one of the very few superhero projects centered around an Asian American female protagonist. Cindy Moon's backstory, rooted in Korean American heritage, offered a unique opportunity to explore themes of identity, culture, and empowerment in a way that resonated with audiences worldwide. However, by shifting the focus towards a more traditional male-oriented narrative, Sony risks squandering the potential for a meaningful storytelling and cultural representation. Instead of embracing Silk's rich heritage and diverse identity, the studio appears to be opting for a more safer, more formulaic approach that prioritizes mainstream appeal over artistic integrity. In the end, the fate of Silk Spider Society hangs in the balance as fans wait for further developments. Will Sony reconsider its decision and course correct in response to feedback from audiences and industry insiders? Or will Cindy Moon's story be relegated to the records of lost opportunities? Yet another casualty of studio meddling and corporate agendas. Only time will tell. But one thing is for certain, the web of intrigue surrounding Silk's cinematic debut continues to spin, leaving fans and critics alike tangled in a web of uncertainty. As the saga unfolds, all eyes will be on Sony and its handling of one of Marvel's most beloved characters. Will they rise to the occasion and deliver a groundbreaking superhero epic, or will Silk become just another forgotten stain in the records of Hollywood's history? And remember, for all the Spider-Man fans out there, stay hopeful, because with great power comes great responsibility, even for Hollywood executives. That's everything I've got for now. Let me know your opinions down in the comments below. If you disagree, please duke it out respectfully. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, tap that like, and ring the notification bell to be notified for our next video. This is Est, signing off, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodles!